Hello students, this is your introduction to your geometry project, or at least the first one. You will have a final project, but this is the first one. I'm assigning it today and it will be due by October 14th. Anytime before that is fine, but it'll be due October 14th. So you have to make a video of 6 geometry concepts. And I have them listed right here. So you need to make circumference of a circle, area of a circle, surface area of a box, surface area of a cylinder, volume of a box, volume of a cylinder. In campus, I'm going to put a score, and it's going to depend upon how many of these you do and do well. You should be able to get to approaching. If you do everything well, you get to approaching. If you're missing something, it's either going to be beginning or I'm going to mark it as missing. So those are your 3 options. If it is marked as missing, you have to talk to me. You have to ask me a question to find out what's going on. You're still going to be able to redo it. So if you get missing or beginning, you can redo it until you get to approaching. That is your goal. And we'll be talking about it a little bit more the day that I introduce it in class too. So here's basically your setup. You're going to take a photo of something you're going to work with. Something from home. You're going to need a circle, some sort of box, and some sort of cylinder. If you can find one of each of those and take a picture of it, you're going to be doing good. Then you're going to measure it. You're going to need diameter, radius, height of whatever it is that you do. Third thing then, before you make any video, you're going to do the math for the 6 concepts that you're going to be showing. And then finally, you're going to make your video. Do one part at a time. You're going to do one part of your video with that one concept. Again, 6 altogether. So let's break it down for you. Try this again. Here we go. Steps 1 and 2. First thing I did is I took pictures. And I only did the circle and the cylinder. I'm not doing the box. I took that. Then I got my measurements. Okay? So I sat down once I took my picture, and I found out that the diameter of my plate is 10 inches. I'm going to use green here. The diameter of my fish food was 4 inches, and the height of my fish food was 7 inches. So I took my measurements. That's step 1 and 2. Then I sat down for step 3, and I did all my work. I took out a piece of paper and I did all my work on the piece of paper so that I had it. I found the circumference of my plate and the area of my plate, and I did the surface area of my fish food and the volume of my fish food. I did all of that before I'm doing the video at all. Then I did step 4. So then I recorded my work. So the next 2 slides, I'm going to show you what the video should look like. I am going to find circumference of my plate. To find circumference, I am going to use the formula circumference equals pi times the diameter. I measured my plate, and I got 10 inches for my diameter. So I'm going to do 3.14 for pi times my diameter, and that gives me a circumference of 31 4/10 inches. Then I found the area. To find area, I used area equals pi r squared. My diameter is 10. I divided that by 2, so my radius was 5. So I did 3.14 times 5 times 5, which gave me 78.5 inches squared. Circumference. For my cylinder, I'm going to do the surface area first. To do the surface area, I have to find the top and the bottom, so 2 times pi r squared plus my round part around the outside is pi times diameter times the height. So 2 times 3.14. When I did this, I found my diameter, was 4, which meant the radius is 5, and my height was 7. So 3.14 times the radius, whoops, should be 2, not 5, sorry, 2. So times 2 times 2. So I'm going to do this part first, and I got 25 and 12 hundredths. And I'm going to add that to pi times the diameter times the height. And when I did that, I got 87 and 92 hundredths. I add them both together. My surface area is 113 and 4 hundredths inches squared. Then, to find volume, I take the area of the base times the height. So the area of the base is pi, 3.14, times the radius, and the height is 7. And when I do all of that, I get 87 and 92 hundredths inches cubed. So as you can see, because I did all the work ahead of time, I was able to just write everything down, what I did, and just keep going because I already did the work. So here's kind of a guide for what you're going to do. For October 5th through 8th, there's where I want you to get your photos, take your measurements, and do your work on paper. No video yet. Just take your photos. Remember, you need a circle, you need a box, and you need a cylinder. And for your measurements, you're going to want diameter, radius, and height. Those are the numbers that you're going to need. Then, October 7th through 13th, I want you to start putting your video together. Do one slide at a time. Do one slide at a time. You'll have plenty of time. Remember, you're going to have 6 concepts in your video. Then, during the last couple days, October 13th and 14th, that's where you are going to submit your video in Schoology. There will be an assignment with a Dropbox that you put it in. Oops, assignment with Dropbox. And this whole time that you are doing that, you can always be finishing the Schoology quizzes in the self-paced geometry unit. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. This week, just a quick reminder, Monday and Wednesday, we are doing NWEA testing, depending upon your cohort. Cohort 1 is Monday, Cohort 2 is Wednesday. Tuesday and Thursday is going to be a work day. You're going to finish NWEA if you have it. You can work on this project, lessons 7.5 and 7.6, catch up. Everyone is staying in the room. Everybody is going to be in the room this day just because it's only one day. Friday then is your flex day. That is the day that you're going to be working on the project and your lessons. You're basically catching up. Next week is a short week. We're only here we only have school 3 days. So Monday is cohort 1, Tuesday is cohort 2, Wednesday is flex day. So everybody is at home, but it is a work day. So Monday and Tuesday in school, I'm going to introduce the final project and you'll have work time. Flex day on Wednesday, your first project is due. And you've got to make sure you get all your geometry lessons and quizzes done, and then you can start working on your final project. Thursday and Friday, no school. That's our EM conference for teachers. So there is no school those 2 days. You still can be working on this stuff, but there is no school. Message me if you have questions. Otherwise, we will talk about it in class either Tuesday or Thursday. Have a good day.